Extraordinary times that we're in today. Tremendous amount of fear. So I'd like to begin with a meditation that we can use to reset our fight or flight system for a couple of reasons. Because fear increases your cortisol level, and cortisol reduces the effectiveness of your immune system. It reduces immune function. When we become frightened, we do this, and we hold the breath. It's in the exhale that we can reset the parasympathetic nervous system. Inhale to a count of 3, and exhale to a count of 5. Inhale to a count of 3, 1, 2, 3. Exhale to a count of 5, 2, 3, 4, 5. And let's begin our breathing practice, inhaling to a count of 3 and exhaling to a count of 5. Reset your nervous system, reset your fight or flight. Come into peace and become an observer. The government is describing this virus as a silent enemy. The silent enemy, and how we are at war, waiting to develop the weapons, the vaccine, and the treatment options that are going to help us to eradicate this virus. This is a very masculine approach. Louis Pasteur, who developed pasteurizing, and our milk is pasteurized, Pasteur was convinced that it was the bacteria that were causing disease. And he was in conversations with Hahnemann, who was the developer of a whole branch of spiritual medicine, of homeopathy. And Hahnemann was saying, no, it's not the bacteria, it's the terrain. It's the terrain. And this debate continued. At the end of his life, Pasteur agreed that it was the terrain. And the terrain is your body and your psyche. So while the very masculine medicine and science is seeking to create and combat an enemy, we know that it's how we connect with the earth, how we practice fearlessness with wisdom, how we cultivate inner peace, how we nurture our body with the right nutrients, how we practice loving forgiveness with ourselves and with others, that's going to determine whether we get sick or not. The more disconnected you are, the sicker we get. The more that we can reconnect to all of nature and to our own nature, the healthier and stronger we become. Let's focus on the terrain. The terrain is the landscape of your body, of your feelings and emotions, of your soul, of your sacred journey. Remember that for the shaman, there's no difference between being killed by a microbe or a virus or being killed by a jaguar. For us in the West, being killed by a microbe or a virus is an illness, and being killed by a jaguar is an accident. For us, they're exactly the same. We want to be in harmony with all of nature, in right relationship with all life, with parasites and with jaguars, so that they don't think of us as lunch. Thank you so much for joining me today. Practice peace and fearlessness with wisdom.